Hello and welcome back to the return of Vaati! We had to skip last week because I was sick. I still have a little bit of a cough, but thankfully we should be doing much better this week. Let me bring in the rest of the party. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I can hear you on stream. Yay!
Yeah.
Good. Woo! It's
Perfect.
always the biggest worry. I'm like, it's gonna be broken again. It's gonna be broken again.
Don't worry, it'll find a way.
It will. The stuff always
Stuff
does.
finds a way. The stuff.
Alright, it's been a little extra bit than we normally do, though, so do you guys remember what all's been going on in session?
Yeah. I have my notes.
To the mountains. To
Pull up my notes.
We made it to Kakariko
We were going to
Village.
take Lavender home to Holodrum after we deliver the milk to the temple and meet Ida's mentor. And then maybe to the Cave of Flames?
Yeah, I wrote down in my notes, forceful adoption of lost hooded figure named Lavender. Spider's greedy and made it to Kakariko Village. That was the entire notes for session 4.
You guys encountered really the most horror-esque section of the entire campaign, and also the most Sunshine Baby. And then you brought the Sunshine Baby into the horror room.
Yes, we did.
I love Sunshine Baby horror rooms.
I forgot that she was with us that whole time.
I mean, to be
But
fair,
also
if
she wasn't. She
if
would
she
no longer
wasn't,
be
she
with
would
us.
no longer be with you. She would have wandered off.
You're trying to make us not adopt her anymore.
You're trying
And
to
I
make
think
us
that's a bad
keep
sign.
the leash on at all times.
We have an
From
adoption
those
quest.
parents with the backpack leashes on their kids.
hmm I mean, that's essentially what I've got on her.
Alright. Yeah, so there's some forestry around the village. And there's a large sign that reads Kakariko Village as you follow the natural worn road. And there's a pair of guards hammering a sign into the ground just beside the town sign. And as you walk by, you can read the words, Wanted, information pertaining to the Wind Mage Vaati. Reward.
How much is the reward?
The sign does not specify.
Oh.
Well, we don't have a ton of information, but we kind of have a.
We have been sent to help. Maybe we can see what the people here know.
Maybe they can point us in a direction to find information.
Yeah.
If they have any.
Well, let's go. She's gonna look around confused because she doesn't know where to go.
That's fair. It's a pretty small village. There's some houses. You can see off in the distance up on a hill there is a building that is very likely a temple. Right near the entrance of town there is a tavern advertising itself as the Milk Bar. Yeah. There's a little bit of water, like a small river to the right. Lots of trees scattered about.
The milkman in the milk bar. And this is milk delicious.
You don't see anyone standing outside of it, but you know.
It sounds like that's where Ida needs to go.
Yeah.
Ida has
found your
the milk he needs. A whole crate of it.
He does have a whole crate of milk, yeah.
Maybe a whole pint.
I start walking towards the temple.
Alrighty.
And Soma follows him.
Yeah.
Can't beat him, join him. And Myra will as well.
Alright, so
I'm going
as
to.
you approach the doors of the temple, Ida, you've seen this entryway a lot. Like this is your home. And so you pretty quickly realize that there's something new just to the right of the door. And it appears to be a missing poster.
Is it of me?
No. It's
Okay.
it seems to have been drawn almost in crayon. It's a very scribbly purple figure with empty spots where a face might be and large eyes.
Is it lavender?
The sign does request if there anyone with information about lavender to go to the milk bar.
To the milk bar?
The milk bar.
Okay. I
But
turn around.
you can do the temple stuff first. I'm just saying that's there.
Okay.
At least we know where she belongs.
I mean, yeah.
I walk inside.
Wonderful. Let me change pictures. There we go.
I guess we all go inside.
I'll stick out.
Yeah.
I'll stay out.
Alright, those
I'll
of
go
you
inside.
that go inside, the temple it's a relatively small building. It's a lot longer than it is wide. There's a couple doors off to the side, but the main part at the other end of the room, you can see a statue that's slightly larger than your average human, and it is of a winged woman holding her hands outward together. And there's a skylight lighting it. And behind her are tapestries of golden forests and swords. And this is a statue, those of you that are religiously inclined, you would recognize, of Hylia.
Hey, I'm back.
Honey, I'm home.
It may have taken me longer to go get some milk.
You hear some scrabbling in one of the side rooms, and then a man exits wearing yellow robes, and he's got a thick beard, and I've got the picture on stream, but I'm also going to send it in the main chat because this is hilarious of him. Apparently I'm not. It's not copying properly. One moment. And the man says, "Ah, Ida, you're alive. That's good." And Ida, you recognize this as your mentor / father figure, Sage Isobi.
Hi, Asobi.
Is all well? There's been some very dark and troubling news coming out of the cities.
I was kind of there when it happened and kind of got recruited by this adventuring group that we all became a group that day. So I guess we all got recruited to be an adventuring group against our will. The more I think about this, the more concerning it is.
Well, adventuring groups rarely form for good things, I suppose. At least not in this country. But you're well, you're not injured, or at least terribly so?
Yeah, not too badly.
That's good to hear.
By the way, here's a crate of milk.
He takes it, he's just like, this is much more than I wrote down. Thank you though. It'll go of good use. Do you and your companions need rest, a meal, anything, while you're here?
How long are we planning on staying again?
Apparently long enough to drop lavender off.
Fair enough.
And pick up supplies.
We might stay the night.
Wonderful. I will make the arrangements.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad that nothing happened while I was gone.
Well,
Well,
I wouldn't say that. But
relatively.
we've been having some interesting troubles in the last week or so, but I'm sure it'll all be sorted out with the guards being here and all.
What's been happening?
some bandits have decided to take advantage of, well, everything that's been happening and people being more frantic than usual, and, well, some items have gone missing, but like I said, there are castle guards here. I'm sure it'll be sorted out.
Okay. Well, I guess we have to go return a missing person.
Oh, have you found that young Sabrosian?
Here she
Yes.
is.
Oh,
I
hello,
just
young
hold her
one.
out with both hands.
Simba.
Lavender.
On her 3 times. Third time it felt best. Take her under our wing. Going to get hurt.
Yes, her companions did seem a bit worried about her ability to get lost.
Yeah. She tried to get up in the middle of the night at least 4 times to just walk out into the darkness unattended with no real general direction.
We just decided to put a leash on her.
She kept just pointing forward and saying that way was west.
I see.
Yeah.
Lavender takes this moment to point very confidently southward and be like, "That way is home. We're so close."
No. Lavender, which way is west?
That way. And she now is pointing southeast-ish.
Are you sure that's west, or is your west changing?
Of course it's not changing. It's that way. And her hand drifts ever so slightly to be more towards east than south.
Well, north is whichever way you're facing.
As you can see, she's directionally challenged.
This poor.
It's a bit worse than her companions made a sound. I see.
Honestly, it's bad enough I would consider it a curse.
We didn't check her. For any kind of person.
She's just a little special. It's fine.
Well, I have a bit of time and Agina's around. I'm sure one of us could make sure there's nothing on her.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because now I'm just curious if she actually does have a curse on her.
Go for it.
If you roll high enough, Jamie's gonna make it up.
Is the silence good or bad?
Natural 20!
So, despite the fact that there's a lot of magic, like, in this room, there is none on Lavender. She's
Well,
just
it's
that
not her.
directionally challenged.
Honestly, with a hindrance that, like, drastic, I really thought it was going to be a curse.
Huh. Well, I suppose some folks just can't find their way home. But, her friends should be somewhere in town. They've been putting up posters.
Yeah. We saw a poster coming in. We're supposed to go to the milk bar.
Ah, that makes sense.
I'm just whistling a tune outside.
I'm just making sure Lavender
Probably return
going
Lavender
northwest.
around later.
I thought you said
Doesn't go west.
Oh, goodness.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Ida? Anything else you need?
Not as of right now.
Alright. You all be safe through town, and I'll see you tonight, yes?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Probably.
Well, you need a director.
Oh, yes, I should probably lead the way.
Myra's gonna look over as they come out.
I'm on my way.
Got enough?
I'm on my way.
Got enough religion in you?
I was not expecting that, but okay.
Well, she didn't go inside, so she's not
Oh,
quite sure
goodness.
what transpired.
We checked Lavender to make sure she wasn't cursed because it occurred to us that she may be cursed, which maybe why she's so directionally challenged. She's not cursed.
No curses for
well.
me.
Well, we can't all be great navigators. I'm just glad she's okay. And she's gonna, like, kind of pat Lavender on the head. That is terribly cute. No.
Shoot around later. Which is where Ida's supposed to be taking.
Yes, and I am taking them.
Wonderful. So you make your way back through town over to the tavern that you saw. And as you make your way in, there's a Hylian woman behind the bar and another one walking around, like, serving tables and such. It's not too terribly busy. There's a couple patrons. But what does draw your eye is the huddling of 3 multicolored cloaks over in one of the back tables.
Lavender, look! Hylian!
Yeah! And she's gonna jump off of whoever's currently holding her and start running. Is she tied up right now?
Yes.
Yes.
She's going to keep running and just reach the end of the rope and then just be like,
Boing.
I'm
I'll just,
back! I found you! And
I'll just take the rope off and
Goron went into the temple because she's tied to.
oh yeah, she's tied to Biggoron, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she had to be
I
in the
take the-
temple because she was getting checked out for curses.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I take the rope off, and so she's just got a leash
She's
that's
got a
just
leash.
following her.
She just runs over. And the other 3 jump up and they, like, start hugging her and all talking over one another, like, where have you been? We've been looking everywhere! How did you get so lost? Where did you go? And eventually
She
one of
kept pointing in a direction and saying that way was home.
and the figure in the green cloak just be like, we've been working on that. It's directions are hard for Lavender.
Well, I'm just
We
glad
figured
she's
that out.
back home now.
Also, does she just randomly get up in the middle of the night and start walking? Because she tried doing that. We had to tie her to our friend.
Oh,
Wouldn't-
we just have weird hours. Sabrosia is underground, and so we're not really used to this whole day-night thing. Sometimes we
That
traveled
makes
when it was
so much
light
more
out,
sense.
sometimes we traveled when it was dark. Dark is nice, because it's like Sabrosia.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Huh.
I definitely recommend keeping her tied to one of you 2.
That is a good idea. Thank you for finding
She's already
her.
got a rope.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
She found us.
like 3
3
times.
Well, on the third try, we thought it was a charm and just decided to keep her until we could find her way back home.
And we are gonna be heading home. It's a lot harder to get lost when, lava flows block the directions.
I would imagine, yes. It'd be harder to get lost.
We don't have much that we can give as thank you, but we do have something that we were gonna bring it home, but we found more of them. It's kind of rare. And one of the hooded figures turns around, picks up something behind them, and turns back to face you, and they're holding a small potted flower.
You can keep it. It's fine.
Are you sure? These are super valuable. Like, almost nobody can keep these in their houses at Subrosia.
Oh, it's fine.
Thank you.
Very beautiful, though.
What kind of flower is it?
It is a sunflower.
Ooh. It matches my glasses.
One second.
Got you.
About to say, we're traveling a lot.
Oh. Traveling's probably not good for these, huh?
Oh, unfortunately, it is quite beautiful. Thank you.
It's like the sun. The sun was very strange when we first left home.
I imagine being underground. Going out into the sun. That would probably be very interesting.
We weren't scared though. We knew it was coming. So sorry. Ivy didn't know about it the first time that she left, but then she came back and she told all of us about it, and it was really cool. And so we had to leave too and check it out. And then there was just, it keeps going. Subrosia, well, I mean, the caves only travel so far, but when you come up here, you can go further and further and further. And so we just kept going. But we're ready to go home now. Especially now that we have Lavender back.
Why does this sound like City of Emerald?
It kind of is. No, Subrosia's just underground and they barely ever leave for unknown reasons.
I had a question. What is the most common item that you guys have?
They just kind of look at each other like, rocks. And lava.
I'm sure Biggoron would love that.
We could take a couple rocks.
Okay. And one of them starts digging in their cloak and they pull out just a small handful of like pebbles, and they're really cool colors. Like, some of them are, oh shoot, what's the type of rock that's formed from lava? They're those ones, the holes in them.
Obsidian?
Pumice?
Yeah,
oh,
pumice.
No.
There's some obsidian there too, though. Sure, like there's some cool looking rocks.
Here you go, Big Goron.
Spicy rocks.
Spicy
Rock.
Rocks.
Rocks. It sucks.
I guess we found variations for Goron's food.
Yeah.
A varied diet is important.
I
Especially
told you I would
since
find you
rocks.
something.
A very books and rocks. Awesome. Our to-do list is getting done, guys. I added deliver Ida's milk, cross it off immediately, and take Lavender home. We're doing it.
Yay for marking things off the list! So I guess now we need to help them take down all of the missing.
Maybe.
Since
Maybe a
she's
few of us can
currently
do that
no longer-
while we investigate. That might be a good use of our time.
I'll do it. I know big brain. I know ask good questions. I can take it though.
Oh, you'll help us?
We'll
Thank
play into
you.
our strengths. Of course.
We put some of them up pretty tall, so thank you for helping us get them down.
I gotcha.
And for reference, again, pretty tall is like the average eye height for you guys. These guys are at your kneecaps.
So
Quite
cute.
cute indeed. Alright. Well. Well,
If they're at our kneecap, average high height for them would probably be like mid-sternum
Yep.
for us.
Yep.
Not even eye level.
Yep.
Hip.
Yeah, but remember, they can stack on top of each other.
True.
They can what?
They can stack on top of each other. They're little guys.
They're whole 3 tall.
Like, have you ever climbed up?
Not to put something on a wall!
Oh, do you want us to show you an
Kids in a
example?
trench coat.
I think Cara would like that, actually.
Okay. And one of them just jumps upwards, which is strange to see because, again, full body cloak. Just jumps up and is now standing on the presumable shoulders of Lavender. And is now about shoulder height. Oh, wait, no. Wait, kneecaps to
Hip.
Yeah, about hip height.
Mid-abdomen?
Mid-abdomen. Yeah.
So still,
They're still
Sternum.
so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Somehow these guys descended from humans.
what?
They are the cave.
Beautiful.
They're
that
the
live
cave
under
people.
our roads.
Yep.
They are. Yep. The
We've gone
increased
off on a
pressure closer to
tangent.
the core of the earth
What are we supposed to
shortened
be
them.
doing next?
Oh, there's a good bit in Kakariko for you to explore, or you can head on up to the mountains. There's a small courtyard outside. Actually, no, you can't see that from here. Shoot. There's some houses around. Across the river, you can see a small ranch. There's a temple again. That's about all you
About
can see
what
from the milk bar. Probably about... Let's see, what time? I think it's like a little bit after noon.
So we have a lot of time to kill before bedtime.
Yes.
Mhm.
And Ida, I'm gonna send you a list of buildings that are in Kakariko because you're familiar with this location. And so
I'm just wandering around taking
you
down
would know
pictures.
what's out and about. That's
Okay.
not Discord. That's Discord. There we go.
So did we have to walk through like some kind of town center to get the temple, or like?
Actually, no, it's
Let's
kind
go
of a
know it.
straight shot from the gate on the edges of town. The gate is kind of like at the southeast corner of town because of all the trees.
Is there any kind of like with the travels that I have, and I
Yes.
I would presume that there's some kind of center of activity somewhere.
Yeah, you can head out towards the you can follow the streets and make your way towards a small courtyard. There's a statue there, actually. Hold on. It is the statue of a young Hylian male with one hand outstretched, holding on to a comically small bird that appears to be carrying him.
What?
Well, doesn't that just look a little ridiculous?
So if we're heading out, Soma's gonna crouch down and give Lavender one last couple head pats before leaving.
Aww.
And Ida, I almost have that list to you. Hold on.
That's really
I
cute.
have to skip over all the NPC names.
I'm gonna miss Lavender. She was a fun little addition to our crew.
Here we go.
Is there some kind of library here?
There is.
There is, yes.
I presume that that's either near the town center or near the.
So, surprisingly enough, the library is actually just south of the main part of the village. It's not really in the village proper.
Interesting.
Did we see the ranch as we were coming in?
Yes, you can see it across the river.
I look over there.
Huh?
I get a little freaked out, and I just start walking a different direction.
Okay.
What's got him all scared?
So what's kind of around this town center since I found it?
Around the town center, there is a couple houses, there's a long garden, and there's... Actually, wait, let me double check something time-wise. When does he do that? Oh, yeah, you can actually see a Hylian settle down on a small, like, corner market stall type deal. And he appears to have eggs for sale.
Okay.
As well as some blankets and pillows.
I get this feeling that you want Cara to interact with.
Oh no, you don't have to. He's just there. And the only reason he's there is because of what time it is.
I just say that because he's the only NPC said that I see in the courtyard. Kind of weird for the middle of the day.
Yeah. I mean, there's people walking about, but like they seem to be pretty focused on whatever their business is.
Okay. Is there anything else? Like, obviously, at this point, I figured out that the library's not here.
Right.
Is there any, like, small shops, possibly?
They're not.
Okay.
So much for getting information that we might need. I don't see anything here, Cara.
Yeah, the library's not.
Oh, you want to know where the library's at? I could take you.
Is it not by the temple?
It's right outside of town.
Why did you put your library outside of... That just sounds like a very easy way to get burnt down by a raider.
Ida can make a history check if you'd like to know, because I actually do have an answer.
Yeah, let's see if Ida knows.
Why is the library outside of town?
Uh... 19.
Okay, so the reason that the library is outside of town is because it was built during an era when Kakariko Village was a lot bigger. However, Hyrule had this little thing called a civil war, and it kind of decimated a lot of the villages, and so the borders of Kakariko shrunk, and the library was no longer considered part of it. And then as time passed and peace came back, they reclaimed the building so they could have a library again, but they haven't really actually expanded the town again because they're still a really small village. It's the same reason why the graveyard is outside the town borders. It's the same reason that there's a couple other buildings that are considered part of Kakariko, but they're outside the main village.
So, did they destroy all of the rest of the buildings that were between...
They were torn down so that the materials could be used to rebuild the houses in the core parts of town, or to put up barricades. It was a really brutal part of Hylian history. It's why there's not a lot of big towns and just a lot of small towns.
So did we walk through discernible foundation?
No, it's all been overgrown now. Like this happened years, and like not even years. This happened like centuries
Decades.
ago, decades to centuries. Yeah,
Century.
So we know that there's foundations somewhere, but they're just
yeah.
not. Okay.
Like I'm gonna send you guys a picture of what the town looked like exactly 100 years ago.
Sounds like.
Because for plot convenience, that's when Link to the Past occurred. That was the entire town.
Whoa. Oh,
That's
pretty.
not very big.
Yep.
It's not big, but it's very pretty.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there's been more houses added. Some things have been moved around, but it's still pretty small. Destruction is quick, rebuilding is slow.
Reminds me of like any Pokemon village that you start in. That's like 3 houses in the lab. For some reason.
And then you get the anime
All 3 of
episode,
the houses
and
are
it's
your
actually like a
friends.
real village.
Mm-hmm.
It's really quaint.
Yes, sounds like Myra and finding.
Oh, please. Anything to get actual information around here.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to know everything about this thing that we're chasing, and I'm still worried about these temples that we're going to.
Alright, yeah. So
Gonna find the library?
with Ida's direction, you make it to the library. It's just outside of town. It's pretty small, but the lights are on, and as you go in, you can actually see a Gerudo sitting behind the counter.
Nice.
Myra's gonna greet, and I think she knows Gerudo. Give me a second. I thought she might greet. I think she can speak that.
I would know her name. Or
You would!
yeah.
This is Rutella.
Hi, Rutella.
Myra's gonna greet.
Savak.
Rutella.
Hello, Ida. It's been a while since I've seen you. Travelers! Savak.
Oh, wonderful this place.
So, yeah. Came here with my friends, and we're looking for some information on, Vaati?
Vaati. Can't say I recognize the name. Is this recent, historical, magical?
It's
The above.
Historical and magical. The reason I'm not saying recent is because, well, it happened a week ago. He apparently returned and kidnapped the princess.
Oh, well, I'd heard the princess had been kidnapped, certainly, but the news of who had presumably done it hasn't quite reached here, but of course, yeah, let me. And she stands up and starts walking towards some of the shelves in the back. Let's see. Well, I've got.
And with this being the place that I have done most of my learning,
Right.
when it comes to the history of Hyrule, I assist her in trying.
Yes, so you are able to gather some books. We'll say you find 3 relating to the history of Hyrule. One of them is just kind of like a generalized history, but 2 of them cover in detail, one, the Force era, and one, the extended Force era. It's a 2-part volume. And for magical, you find a book relating to the Minish.
I'll take that one. I want to
Minish.
see it too.
The Minish.
Is that at all related to my book that I found earlier?
Let me check your channel and what that book was called, but possibly.
Minish Histories.
Yes, that is related to those.
Is that at all related? They
yeah,
have the same name.
Yeah, so the titles of the books that you guys find are Myths of the Minish, and then The History of Hyrule, and then an extended overview of the Era of Force, parts 1 and 2. I
We're
had
gonna
book
guess
names
more
prepared this time.
2 o'clock, or take.
Mhm.
So, if we're making it back 4 hours?
Sounds
Yep.
about right.
Yeah.
To read 4 or 5 books.
4 books.
4 books.
Well, we each take a book, and it's probably not going to take us 4 hours per book, but we each take a book, and we could probably find something.
Oh, I could rant about it entirely.
So here's my question. Is will you guys be immediately sharing this information with one another, or no?
Depends how juicy it is.
Depends on which book Myra gets.
Well, I, for one, think that Cara should finish the book because already read.
Let's see which one
True.
Myra had already.
For me, I will just do the generalized Hyrule history.
Okay.
Because I've probably read this book like a couple of times, so I can skim through it pretty easily to
That's pretty reasonable.
remind
yeah.
myself of what's in there.
Yep.
I guess Myra would take what left. Can I be reminded of what?
Your options are... Hold on. If Ida's taking the generalized history and Kara's taking the Minish, your options are the Force Era Part 1 or the Force Era Part 2.
Not gonna spoil myself. I'm gonna take part 1.
I'm gonna take part 2.
Wonderful.
You're gonna spoil the ending. Don't spoil it.
We are the spoilers.
You know what?
Yeah.
We can swap books if you want, because I've read all of these. At least, at one point, I've read all of these.
Even if
Oh, don't show.
Even if I don't remember exactly what's in there, I at least have had a chance of reading all of these. I can go with part 2 if you're really concerned about spoilers.
This is why
Historical
Someone's
spoilers.
fine with.
you should
With
write
part
your
2.
notes and keep them. That way you can keep your knowledge on hand.
So how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna draw you
I
guys
feel called out.
into the You Found a Thing channel one at a time, and Ida and Cara, one of you will just have to cover your ears or something, I don't know. And
cover his ears, I can leave the room.
oh yeah, that works too. And we will go over the knowledge. So who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Alright.
Give me unwrap
Critical
What?
roll.
the chair.
Whee! The Force Era Part 2. That is the one that you ended up with, correct?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Let me double check that the audio is still... can you say something really quickly?
Hello.
Okay, perfect. I wanted to make sure OBS didn't freak out since I changed channels. Okay.
Fair.
Force Era Part 2. You've read this book before. You're able to skim through it pretty quickly. After his first presumed death, within 100 years, the demon Vaati returned to the land of Hyrule. However, he seemingly had no memory of his previous life. He proclaimed himself the Wind Mage, and proceeded to kidnap several young maidens throughout the land. A hero appeared carrying the Four Sword, sealing the demon inside said sword, which was then placed into a sanctuary. and scattered the keys to Vaati's palace across the land. A couple generations later, the Wind Mage once more broke free and kidnapped Zelda, the Princess Zelda of that era, and a hero who witnessed the kidnapping drew the Four Sword, gathered the keys. It's rumored that there were in fact multiple heroes during this quest. However, attempts to follow up on that failed, and it's generally agreed that a single hero completed the quest. That hero defeated the Wind Mage, once again sealing them in the Four Sword, returning the sword to the sanctuary, and scattering the keys.
And how long has it been since
It's been actually, hold on. That was probably about 500 years or so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you'd like to make this easier, you can call Cara in, and I'll do her book real fast.
Yep.
Alrighty, you have The Myths of the Minished, correct?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So what you're able to find in your book, because again, you guys have several hours to read this, so I'm not gonna make you roll for anything. We're just gonna say you guys read it, whatever. This book details a mythical hat that was said to have been made by the Minish that would grant great power, and it was meant to be given as a gift. However, there was a certain Minish who was enticed by the evil of man, is literally the best way to put it. And he took the hat for himself, and it corrupted and twisted him into a humanoid form.
Vaati?
The book does not specify. It does,
But
however, it could be. It does also say that, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm comparing which information you already have from your other book and what information would be in a myth, rather a history. It is said that the Minish are the ones leaving rupees about for travelers to find. It is believed they can only be seen by children, which you already had that one, but it would also be covered here. And you're able to find that the last confirmed, which is very loosely stated, the last known sighting of Minish was about 800 years ago. But yet their legend still prevails.
Yeah, but with the things, since it popped up more, at least decently accurate, that would kind of.
You're breaking up a little bit.
We're kind of stormy where we are.
Oof.
It hasn't been bad so far, but I was just thinking.
Yeah.
If the last known sighting, last known verified sighting, that doesn't necessarily take away from the fact that they probably still are out there if children are the only ones.
You may remember from your histories book, it is believed that a gate would open up once every 100 years or so, that they could go back and forth from. Oh wait, no, that wasn't in your. No, every 1,000 years. Sorry, every 1,000 years they can travel to and from their realm.
Yeah.
But obviously, the ones that were on this side of the gate, well, they just hang around and do what they do for those 1,000 years.
But still can't be seen unless children.
Yep.
Not believe that.
Correct. Yoink.
Huh? Help! 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 I'm kidnapped.
Hello, welcome to Book Reading with Jaye. Remind me what book you have.
Part 1.
Part 1, alrighty.
Write notes as we do this.
I should probably scroll to the correct era in my history book.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think Myra would be very...
During the Force era, Hyrule was once again attacked by a very great evil. It is believed that the Minish, known to Hylians as the Picori, both of these names are written in the book, they're used rather interchangeably, descended from the sky to save Hyrule. They brought the Picori blade and the light force to the hero of the time.
Okay.
The hero was able to seal the evil beings in a bound chest and locked it with the Picori blade. On the 100th anniversary of the sealing, a swordsman won a competition in the festival and earned the right to touch the sword. He instead broke the Picori blade and released the monsters of the bound chest upon the world. Failing to find whatever it was he was looking for, the swordsman used a dark magic to turn the princess of that time period into stone. He would later kidnap her when he realized that she herself held the light force. A blacksmith's apprentice was recruited by the king, King Dietus, to have the blade reforged so that it could break the curse on the princess. Through the trials of the 4 elements, the Picori blade was reforged into the 4 sword. Through an unknown ceremony, the evil swordsman took the light force, used it to transform himself into a winged demon, taking the name Vaati. He was then defeated by the hero, and a magical artifact was used to cleanse the land. However, it is unknown where this artifact came from or where it has since gone.
Swordsman went yeet with the light force.
Yeet! Yoink. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. You have been yoinked.
Hello. I have.
You have.
Spooked me.
Alright, you
Was
have
it-
the generalized history of Hyrule, correct?
No, that was Ida.
That was Ida, shoot!
I have Force Era Part 2.
Oh, I definitely gave him Force Era Part 2 information.
Lol.
That's okay.
I'll take the generalized.
During the Force Era, Hyrule got attacked, like a lot. A creature known as the Picori descended and gave Hylians both the Picori blade and the light force.
Plus?
That was used to defeat the evil of the time. At about 100 years after the sword got destroyed, and, great evil, yada yada, all that good stuff. It happens every couple 100 years in this country. Like, really, they should expect it by now.
Honestly, they really should.
And a new hero came forth and destroyed that evil. However, that evil is named as the demon Vaati. The demon was presumed dead, but within about 100 years reappeared in the land. But with a new thing this time, instead of turning princesses into stone, this time he was just kidnapping pretty girls. As one does.
Okay.
And
Yes.
he was then defeated by the new hero and sealed inside the sword. A couple generations later, he broke free, and a new hero had to reseal him into the sword, which was then returned to the Four Sword Sanctuary, and the keys to Vaati's palace were scattered across the land.
Gotcha. No locations at all, just scattered.
Just scattered.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Well, my book was all myths. Now, some of them lined up with what I pulled from the history book back.
I just heard some thunder outside. Hope my internet doesn't turn off.
Oh no.
It should be fine, but we'll see.
In my book, it was talking about Vaati and his how he was like defeated, sealed away, and then a couple generations later, is like releases. Then another hero seals him away, and then he hasn't been seen in 500 years since then.
My book was like the start of Vaati's tale. So, like a swordsman had entered a competition to touch the Biggoron blade, if I'm saying that right. He broke it and released a bunch of monsters into the world. And he used what magic he could find to turn the princess at the time into stone and then kidnapped her later. Apparently a blacksmith apprentice took up the quest to save her. And, well, the swordsman that had taken the princess became Vaati by using the light force that the princess was holding on to. But was later, condemned. And the artifact has been lost to time, basically. Which is sad. Soma seems to have disappeared.
Hi. Mine was just a general overview of Hyrule history and the cycle of war that they really should expect at this point.
Keeps happening every other age.
Every century or so.
Oh, so I think we need to find some minutes. Problem being is none of us are children, and it can only be. Maybe we should have kept Lavender.
You should have kept Lavender. That would have probably helped.
Wait, why do we need to find Minish?
Well, it sounds like the Minish somehow Vaati. What I read in the book last library I went, there's the possibility of Vaati having been Minish.
Yeah. Oh,
prior
yeah, that was my book too.
Becoming Vaati.
He had some connection to the Minish, or at least.
I see.
But that he also may have helped restore a sword binding evil, potentially when he left the sword. Part of him. Now, not entirely sure because bludgeon not what is but isn't. Myths get weird. But I think we need to find some Minish, which means we need to find a child. We're not kidnapping any. We need to go find a child. According to both that I've.
Well, I don't know how I feel about using a child in the middle of all this.
That's why I said no kidnapping.
What?
We're not gonna kidnap anyone, but Minish can't be seen by adults. So.
I mean, I just don't want to get a kid involved.
How else?
This is
Minish?
dangerous business.
I'm probably mentally a child. I mean, it's hard to be an adult when I have an 8 in intelligence and 11 wisdom.
Biggoron, where are you sitting at? Just out of curiosity, you're with the Subrosion still. Are you at the courtyard or the garden?
Courtyard probably.
Okay. Never mind then, carry on.
While we're talking in the library, he's gonna come across a Minish, and we're just not gonna realize it.
He's just talking with them outside the door.
I just see one pass and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Bye. Anyways, back to my rocks.
Okay, you know what? Biggoron, make a perception check. The two
Negative all
locations
dice, guys.
The two locations are close enough. I can make this work.
That's an
I'll
8.
fudge it.
Man, them some good rocks.
Love rock.
Crunchity
I
munchity.
wish my mic would pick up me eating my granola because I would just
Oh, it was.
It was.
crunching that.
It was. I appreciate
Hold
it.
on.
Yes.
Yup.
Beautiful.
It's perfect.
Well, I guess if we don't really have a choice, they might be our best bet to figuring out what to do about the tie and then finding the next seal. We're getting kids involved.
Well, maybe we don't do it yet, but it seems like we want to get more info on Vaati that we. But we don't necessarily have to do that.
I guess. All we know is that, this hero keeps, like in this book here, keeps defeating him. The hero keeps defeating him, so. If we find anything that the hero used, maybe that'll help. I guess the heroes. If you take both ages.
Well, we are looking for the pendant. At least I think that's.
I'm sorry, what?
I think you guys rolled high enough whenever you were doing the history checks about the pendants. Those pendants specifically were used by the hero from the era of Light and Dark, who came about 2 eras after the Force era.
Okay.
They wouldn't.
Independence of virtue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this is all that we've got.
Yeah, it was basically
Pendants.
Force era, massive civil war, era of the Hero of Time, and then the era of Light and Dark, which is the most recent era, not counting the present.
We should
I
probably go
say-
collect Biggoron.
Probably, if he hasn't
Munchkin.
run off.
And then
What's
if
the
we
point? He
happen
doesn't
to
wonder.
happen
He's
upon
limited.
some Minish on the way, that maybe we pick up some more info on Vaati then.
Let's hope. Alright. And she's gonna
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
You make your way back into town. You go through. It's starting to get a little later in the day. Sun's starting to dip towards the end of the horizon. And you can see Biggoron munching on some rocks next to the statue of the hero of legend.
Hey, Biggoron. We're gonna go to the temple.
Okay. I put the rocks in my bag and I follow.
That's some delicious rocks again. Yay.
Bye, Biggoron!
People are nice.
One
They
of
gave me a
the
lot of rocks.
subversion says.
Bye! Thanks for the rocks.
Thanks for helping with the posters!
You're
Bye,
welcome.
Lavender. And they start heading off towards the milk bar.
Is the rope tied around Lavender?
The rope is tied around Lavender.
It better be, I swear to God.
And hey, that was a side quest, so you completed a side quest.
Yay!
Was
Jazz
it
hands.
supposed to be a side quest, or did we make it a side quest?
You made it a side quest.
It's a side quest.
Enough times for her to find us, so you kind of made it a side quest by just the sheer number of times she showed up.
I reiterate, my siblings encountered her almost 30 times. And she's still on the road for them.
They didn't think to try to get her home?
Nope, they're just like, okay, that's cool, you do you. Just like, okay, well, I don't need to do anything with this NPC. As you approach the temple, you can see Isobe standing outside the door with his wife. He's like, yes, if you will follow us around to the side. The living quarters don't have a direct connection with the temple for security purposes. That's how it was built, at least. I've considered knocking down a wall or two, but I just can't bear to do that to such a historical building.
I can do it for you.
Oh, no, that's quite alright. That's quite alright. Thank you, though.
Okay.
But yes, if you will. And he leads you around the side to a small, bluish house. Little thatched roof. And you go in, and there's a larger living space, and it's basically a camp cabin in its layout. There's a larger living space in the center, there's a kitchen in the front, and then there's doorways off to the side where the rooms go. Or the rooms are, sorry. He goes, we've not got many rooms, but we could split you into, I think we can get each of you your own room. Ida, you of course have your regular lodgings.
Yep.
And we have a meal here. Excuse me. Wait. If you need to refresh yourselves, there is a space in the back, just around that corner there. And when you're ready to eat, we can do so. I just need to fetch Agina. And he steps off into a side, and the woman she goes around and she starts pulling out some things from the cook space, the ovens and such, and so starts setting out food. And there is, in fact, a platter of rocks for Biggoron.
Yay!
No.
Are they a variety of rocks?
They are a variety of rocks. Yeah. There's some solid rocks right there.
Rocks and minerals.
Rocks and minerals.
Is one of them a salt rock?
Yes,
That's
one
my
of them
favorite.
is a large salt rock.
Yay!
Please tell me one of them has green moss growing all over the top of it.
It does now.
No one's not getting touched.
Biggoron doesn't like vegetables. And Isobe comes back, and he is leading another sage. This one in dark green robes, and this one extremely old.
Assuming from my experience going around different libraries and probably temples for information, that this is probably the head sage?
Yes.
So he would probably have our information.
And Isobe says, you of course are familiar with Agina, but, to the rest of you, this is my great uncle, Sage Agina. And of course my wife, Hayami.
Okay.
And you are able to just kind of settle down, you're able to eat. Yeah. Very relaxed. If you have any questions for the sages, you may ask them. Otherwise, we'll just assume dinner passes peacefully.
History?
Yes.
I tell some stories of the adventures that we've had so far, and I bring up the Gulchula, and I ask if there is a way to cure, like a way to get rid of the curse for the children, without getting rid of the curse for the man.
It sounds as though if the younger ones and the others if the others have given up their greed, it is possible you could either convince the Skulltula to release that part of its curse, or if the beast were to die, it would lessen the strength of it. If the man is still fully in his greed, even slaying the beast, I fear that would make his section of the curse permanent. But with it weakened, and if they've released their own greed, then they, in theory, would return to human.
Okay.
Hopefully. It's children.
So in other words, we need to go be diplomatic and attempt to roll really, 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 really high charisma, which means it's not Cara, and
Or Soma.
try to convince him to
Might be
drop
Myra.
it.
She's afraid of
Convince him to drop
spiders.
it, and if he doesn't drop it, then we go in and try to kill him.
Well, one way or another, I don't think that man is going to be reverting back to whatever he was before.
I'm thinking really hard. Myra is just kind of contemplating over her meal, kind of staring between the sages.
I took one of the knives and I'm scraping the moss off to eat the rock without the moss.
You should eat your greens, Biggoron.
Yeah. Gross.
I had a question, Biggoron.
What?
Do you not like your greens just, do emeralds count as greens?
No, those are tasty.
Are there any rocks that have little tiny crevices in them?
Sometimes.
No, Jay.
Oh,
on bigger
That's what you
site, is there rock?
She's gonna try.
There's probably a couple.
Can I attempt? Chaotic neutral that I am, can I attempt to hide moss in the crevices of Biggoron?
I'm gonna have you roll stealth versus Biggoron. You roll perception.
Okay.
Stealth or sleight of
dear.
hand?
Oh, sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
you say-
Sorry, yeah, sleight of hand. That makes way more sense.
You're probably gonna pass because I rolled a 5.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
I got a 15.
Biggoron, that next bite
There we
tastes a lot different from what you were expecting.
Good job.
I don't see no moss. So I just keep eating.
Well, I don't see it, so it's not there.
Sleight of hand, keep putting moss on his rocks.
Alrighty. And as the meal draws to a close, you all can go into your separate rooms for the night and get a good night's rest on a real bed.
It's the one good thing about this place.
I'm gonna end up on the floor anyways.
Yeah, they don't really have any rock beds. They don't get a lot of Goron visitors here.
Mm-hmm.
and morning will come with no troubles past.
Yay!
Are we getting up early, or are we sticking around and wandering to this day?
Oh, that's up to you guys.
We might as well get on the road.
Yeah, I think it might be best.
Wake up, Ida. Look alive.
I think we need to go to the Cave of Flames. That's what I have in my notes.
Yes. Because there might be a link to.
You're gonna make your way up towards the Goron Village.
Yeah.
And I get to
Biggoron.
change the music because we're gonna go to a different region. Hold on.
Biggoron, are you excited?
Yes.
So it is about 4 hours up into Elden Mountains. Would you like me to do this in 2 or 4 chunks?
2.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just do 2.
In your first 2 hours of travel. That's a 6. Ooh! Soma!
Ah!
You find 2 rupees in the grass.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Don't spend it all in one place, that's right.
According to my Minish myth book, they're the ones that leave the money in the grass.
Ooh, this is a fun one. In your next 2 hours of travel, as you're making your way higher into the mountain, I need you guys to make a perception check.
Okay.
You know, I'm very good at those. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 19.
If any of you have
Myra
anything
doesn't
related to audio cues, this would apply. This is audio and visual. I don't know if that's a factor for anybody.
Myra
Unfortunate.
was wiping her glasses.
Oh no! I was just like, what's going on? Alright.
Someone was lost in thought.
Someone thought that. Hold on, let me check the channel.
No more
Oh!
lost thought than Myra.
Okay,
Thank God.
Soma and Myra, you guys are focused. You don't see nothing. Biggoron, Ida, and Cara. You hear a distant roar, and you look up to the sky, and you can see the shadow of a dragon flying overhead.
Beautiful.
Hey guys, this is a dragon.
There's a what? She quickly puts on her glasses to look up.
I'm just pointing at it like a helicopter in the sky. Look, there's a dragon.
A dragon?
Question.
Yes.
Is it like Breath of the Wild's Elden region where it has like spiky rocks like making up the mountain?
Going, making up the mountain or making up the dragon?
Like going in like spiky rocks that are going in multiple directions that come from the mountain.
A little bit, yeah. It's
Is there some to hide under?
There are, yes.
Hide.
Okay.
So I guess we're hiding?
Yes, so.
Does my body look similar to the rocks we are currently
Yes,
around?
very similar.
If
you were to curl up, it'd be pretty hard to tell the difference.
I just lay down and curl up.
Yeah, the dragon passes overhead and nothing happens. And you soon find yourself at the opening of a cave that has a Goron carved above it. And you, Biggoron, you know this place. You're in Goron Village.
Guys, we made it. Would I know where the elder is?
You would. Hold on one second, I'm changing the track.
Very warm up here. Please.
Alright guys, let's go see the elder. Who's ready?
Yeah, you're able to make your way straight to the boss's cave. And as you make your way through, you guys start to smell spice. It is thick, and the closer you get to wherever Biggoron is leading you, the stronger it gets. You make your way into one of the... So the way that Goron Village is set up is you go into a cave to get there, right? And it's a big circular cave that's very well lit. There's tunnels going off all over the place. Some of them have signs, some of them don't. The one that you're going into doesn't, but it has like some banners overhead of it. And you go into that tunnel, you turn a corner, and you can see a Goron facing away from you, stirring a cauldron. He does not appear to notice you.
Is he the elder?
It is the boss, yes.
Hi, what's up?
He turns and goes, "Oh, hello? Visitors. Why are you in my house?"
Why have you come to my house?
We have questions.
The most reasonable question.
Oh, Biggoron. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
Well, we were out of town, and then the princess got stolen by what was his name? And just look over at one of the people.
Vaati.
Oh, yeah, by Vaati, big old like demon thing.
Huh.
And so now we're trying to find him and do something. Rescue princess, kill him, both maybe, both perhaps.
I see.
I love
And
Biggoron.
as you're talking, he turns so he can like go around to the other side of the cauldron and keep stirring it while you're talking.
Cool.
Yep.
And so we're here doing something, and I look over at everyone else because I was not paying attention.
You also need to find a
Not everybody at once.
Biggoron doesn't pay attention. I didn't know that we were looking for him. I don't know why you guys needed to look for him.
Oh, the Cave of Flames. Well,
Yes, that one.
This cave is made
Yes,
of flames.
I do know where that's at. Oh, didn't think I'd ever actually have to take anyone up there. It's an old mining location. We used to, mine up in there, but, well, got a bit too close to the lava flow, and, yeah, might have a bit of heat resistance, but we're not entirely lava-proof. Yeah, it's been abandoned for longer than anyone I know.
So in other
Okay,
words, we
thanks.
need to be lava-proof before we go there.
Oh, if you're careful, you could probably get around the lava, but why do you want to go up in there? I mean, it's pretty dangerous. Especially for, squishy peoples like yourselves.
Well, part of our quest to help get the princess back involves us grabbing pendants of virtue. And there might be a connection in there. So it's kind of imperative that we get in and out.
Well, I don't know how fast any trip in there would be. It's, like I said, it's been abandoned for a while, and lava all over the place, and I'm sure some monsters have moved in by now. I don't know, it's been years since I've checked on it myself.
Sounds fun.
Well,
Where's it at?
I can't just tell you that. For one, we don't really have any trails up there. I'd have to guide you myself.
Okay.
And as he says, as he kind of stops and grabs like a hot red pepper from behind him and holds it over the cauldron and squishes it in his fists to let the juice drip into the cauldron. And I'm just, I'm a bit busy at the moment. How important is this?
Well, it's related to the princess's kidnapping. So
Princess. What rank is that in this country again? Pretty high up, yes?
yes, second only to like a king.
I see.
I don't have the hierarchies either, but they're very important.
Well, if you give me just a moment, I can get this batch to simmer, and well, then I suppose I could take you out there. It's not that far away. I just need a few more steps here. And he stops and he grabs a couple more spices and starts shaking them into the cauldron. So I can't just leave this. It doesn't end well. You look around and you can see some scorch marks on the wall and some dark red stains.
Oh. Myra's gonna go is trying to say something, but then she just sneezes.
Let's see. I think if you want it, while I finish this off, we have some the shop out in there, the Gusto shop. I believe they sell some fire-resistant armor. If that's something that'd be of interest to you. I shouldn't be more than an hour, if it can wait that long.
I think that'll be fine. We do need some time to recover after our travel up here.
Good. I'll meet you back here in an hour.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Well, she's gonna kind of gesture for the party to follow her, and then sneeze again. Can you please get out of the spicy cave?
Where exactly are we going?
Anywhere but here. I can't smell
Assuming
anymore.
I would know where we would need to go for that.
So the Goron Gusto shop. And you would know the shopkeep. His name is Gorko. Oh, hey there, travelers, Goron says as you enter his cave. It's labeled. There's shelves with, weaponry, swords, a couple bombs, and 2 stands of leather armor.
Bombs, you say?
Hey, Biggoron. Need some more explosives?
What's up? Yes.
Alright. Usual price, 40 rupees per.
How many you got?
I've got 12.
I'll take 2.
Wonderful.
My armor's not so
down,
good.
but my iPad's not.
I don't think I need any arrows. I'm good on torches. Well, I am okay. I don't suppose there's any magic shops nearby.
We don't really do much with magic, Goro. Got that leather armor, though. Got it enchanted by the sages down at the Hylian settlement. Fire resistance. Don't have much of it, though. Just the 2 pairs.
I'm already 5 is that you guys fight between yourselves.
Well, I may have a way to get over large pools if I need to. So I'll let this be between you 3. And she kind of nods to Soma, Cara, and Ida.
Even though it's heat resistant, that it's probably not going to do much if we actually end up in the lava?
In fact, if you end up in the lava, you're just dead.
That's
No death saving throws.
That's kind of what I
nothing.
was thinking.
How much is the armor?
350 rupees.
Dang.
It's a lot, I know, Goro, but it's it took a while to cobble it all together and then take it down to the sage and then bring it back up here. We don't get many visitors, though. I don't know why my boss said we needed 2 pairs, but we have them.
Well, for situations such as this.
Well, Cara for sure doesn't need anything from here.
Okay.
Soma's fine as well.
What about you, Ida?
He's asleep.
Oh.
My bad.
Amazing.
Me.
Well, cool. I guess we'll go.
Yes, we're good, yeah.
You're good.
He's just having little milk dreams.
Biggoron, I'm gonna send you the other 2 notable things in this town.
Okay.
Because, you're from here, so you would know what all's here. Oh my goodness. Stop! No, don't do
No.
that. Okay, fine, I'll do it like this.
Keep doing it.
No! Eh. There. Those are the other 2 things of note in this town.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
one of them isn't.
wait, there's
needed.
one more thing.
One of them isn't needed because our healer is asleep. Well, if we have time to kill, we can go and do something, I guess.
Yeah.
How much time do we have before the dude's
Probably
ready?
about 40 minutes.
Just put Ida on my horse.
Well, guys, we can go to
forgot-
I
medical
forgot about
line.
your horse!
Daisy just. You're all like, oh, hi, Daisy.
Cave?
It's a big
Poor
cave.
Daisy.
I mean, it fit me, didn't it?
Yeah. It fit you comfortably. Like, very few places will fit you comfortably. This is like... The rest of you are... Unless you're used to buildings with very tall ceilings, this is a bit strange.
Huh.
You could probably stack yourselves a couple times before you hit the ceiling.
I was thinking more of the horse itself may not like being underground.
Mm.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
can stay up here with it and with Ida here. And she kind of just like pats the sage very begrudgingly.
Is Ida like on top of the horse taking a nap?
I just suggested it.
Oh.
I figured if he fell asleep, somebody's either holding him or is on.
He's either on the horse or I'm carrying him like a sack of potatoes.
I was about to say-
Let's
Only
put
options.
him on the horse like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Drape him over the side.
Well, we can
I'm
either
sure he will
go.
be fine with all the blood flow to his head.
Yep. We can either go to Goron as a medical place. We can go to Spices and Rices, or to the statue of Goron Heroes.
Ooh, these heroes sound fun.
We
Spices.
may
Alright,
get
let's
some
go.
mystery if we go to the statues.
Indeed.
I'm afraid of the
Those
spices.
of you that have... all 3 of you that aren't Gorons have spent a decent amount of time with history. So yeah, make a history check. It's reasonable you might have read something about this at one point.
Would I know with my 8 intelligence?
You actually just
Oof.
know because you're a Goron, and you grew up here, and you grew up with the stories of these 3.
I'm not going to say a single word unless they ask.
Soma's
Kinda
just
make-
gonna.
If,
Soma's
makes
just
sense
having
for
a
her.
day.
if their rolls are poor, I will kidnap you and give you the information that way.
Okay.
Ooh.
This kind of makes sense for Myra.
Soma has a lot on his mind. Okay.
Okay. He's distracted.
He's
Uh,
struggle busting today.
Myra, one of
Okay.
them, there's 3 Gorons depicted in the statue. One of them you think might have been the Sage of Fire during the era of the Hero of Time. You don't remember his name, though. And Cara, the time period of your specialty. You recognize One of them as Goron from the era of Chaos. You don't quite remember what he did, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And Biggoron, would you like the full details? Because I can just send them to you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll just message them to you. There you go.
Well, there's now one of them. Well, vaguely. And I left some of my notes back at the camp. So. Ugh. These are quite cool creatures, though. Or heroes, rather. I wonder what secrets lie behind their ghosts. She kind of just like looking up longingly at the statues, like they might tell her something.
So I only recognize one of them,
Yes.
but I know his name.
Yes.
Don't remember what he did.
You know his name, you don't quite remember what he did. None of them are from the era of your specialty, but Goron is from the era closest to that, so you would have seen that one looking for, like, later what might have happened to some of the things that you specifically research.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he didn't really do anything around your specific researches, and so it's not sticking very strongly in your mind.
Yeah. He just would have come up just enough times to remember his name and not really remember what he did.
Yep, pretty much.
I love how you're dancing around my subject.
We're all dancing around
Your subject,
something.
everyone is dancing around different things, and I know all of them, and I'm excited.
I know, it's just funny how you keep dancing around it.
You guys keep researching, and I'm like, well, I can't not mention this in relation to this, in accordance to that.
I know.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
This group has so many secrets between each other, and it's hilarious.
We're having
I'm not saying a single word unless somebody asks, and then he will spell it. But only that.
So this guy is a hero. Fire. Hearing this. She's kind of just muttering to herself. Looking over at, well, she doesn't know the name, so she's just looking up at one of the statues, muttering something about fire. Anyway, and she like looks over towards Biggoron. So, do you talk about this a lot with history, like in your history here?
Yeah, we know them all.
Then do you remember what Goron did? Because I do not remember.
Yeah, he was from the era of Chaos. He slayed 5 demons on his own while protecting his brothers. He's pretty cool.
Impressive.
Yeah, that would be why I didn't remember that part, because that does not pertain to my necessary knowledge.
How about the others?
Well, there's Zunari. He held off a Helmurak king during the area of force for 3 days and nights. And then the hero came and killed it, but Zunari was really cool. And then Darunia, Sage of Fire, from the era of the Hero of Time. He just was the Sage of Fire. He didn't... I don't know if it did anything cool.
A Sage
I feel
of
like
Fire.
we need to learn more about Zerani, since he would have been at the same time as Vaati.
Would there be anybody that I would know more about him? Or a place to find more information?
In recent times, Gorons don't really have libraries. It's very oral tradition. If you roll a history check, I can tell you more about Darwinia, because you might remember it.
That's 4.
He existed. He was a
Actually,
dude.
at 3 because it's -1.
You could ask like literally any Goron, and I will make a history check for them.
Just passing Goron.
Just
Hey,
random
you know
passer
this?
Goron. Yeah, random passerby Goron. Rolled a freaking 19.
Very
Unknowingly an elder.
nerd Goron.
Nerd Goron. Yeah, the Goron's like,
It's my next character. He's a wizard.
Darunia. Yeah, he helped some hero dude kill a dragon. It was pretty sick. They cleansed out the fire temple, but then it got destroyed in that avalanche a couple hundred years ago. Or sorry, not 100 years ago. Like 30 years ago. Destroyed the whole thing. His son was named Link. Supposedly named after some hero guy that he knew that he named his brother. Pretty rare for a Hylian to be called a Goron brother, but he must have been pretty cool. I don't really know who he was, though.
That's a start. It sounds like we may need to find this volcano thing that happened 30 years ago.
I will above the table say that fire temple has nothing to do with the Cave of Flames. I just used a different fire temple and I forgot this one existed. And so I needed to very quickly come up with a reason for why you guys aren't going to that one.
At one point, the Gorons were very religious.
Yeah, at one point they were very religious. At one point they were stinking scholars and world travelers. And now they just kind of hit things with hammers.
They hit rocks with rocks.
Hit rocks with hammer. Well, they've always eaten rocks. But, you know.
They don't.
Nom nom.
I don't know about the.
Rocks.
I don't know how good of a brain food rocks are. But I wouldn't imagine very good.
That's why you need to eat the moss-covered rocks.
No, they're nasty.
Well, that's all very interesting. Definitely gives us a little more context to work with once we get into the Hall of Flames. Still not looking forward to that. I'm gonna be super for real. I have a feeling we're gonna be putting balm on wounds for a.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to go find the head Goron now?
Yeah, we
That's
can
cool.
enough time has passed. You can go meet back up with Dio.
Let's go, Dio!
Can we all just walk behind Biggoron in case something has happened? And it's just exploded?
The horse has been left outside. Has been left in an outside.
Gotcha.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Tied off.
I'm assuming that I'm pretty
Alongside
much
with Ida.
always in front unless somebody is leading us somewhere. Like when Ida was leading us around town.
Right.
Hmm.
Alright. Yeah. You come back into Dio's cavern, and, he is, like, clapping his hands over his pot. He hasn't noticed you. The smell is, like, insanely strong again. It's rough. Myra sneezing. And he turns around and is like, "Oh, you're already here. Well, that makes my life easier, I guess. Are you ready to go?"
Yes.
You might want to
Still
get
having a
that
good
looked at. I don't think you're supposed to sneeze constantly.
It's just the spice.
Oh. Well, let's get
I don't
moving then,
eat a
so we
lot
can
of
get you
the
out of
spice
here.
foods
That's quite alright. And he leads you part way back to the tunnel, but then he stops you, and he reaches up on the wall, and he, like, grabs hold of a rock that looks indistinguishable from the rest of the rocks, and he like twists it, and part of the cavern pulls back and rumbles to the side, revealing a long tunnel.
Ooh, special rock.
Indeed. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. The party has finally arrived at their next dungeon, and we will see if I balanced it correctly, considering I killed 2 people in the test run of this temple. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'll get on sound. Yay! Alright, let me find someone to raid. And whilst I find someone to raid, let me remind you guys that we have a 14 Steam Key giveaway happening. It's gonna be rolled. The winners are gonna be rolled next Monday. So time is running out to enter. Until then, let me click on the right screen. There we go. Till then, goodbye!